What up, good people? Louthewritersports back with you once again. I hope everybody's out there taking care of themselves, staying safe, and basically living their lives the best way they can. Sorry about that. Hey, I want to hit on something last night. I was watching the Brooklyn Nets face the Milwaukee Bucks last night. So, yeah, I had to rewatch it a couple of times to realize how did they hold the Brooklyn Nets? How did the Milwaukee Bucks hold the Brooklyn Nets to almost 83 points? Then I watched the old Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls game, and the thing crossed my mind. In these days and age, you cannot do certain things when it comes to defense. Now, because I started thinking, did the Milwaukee Bucks apply the Jordan rules on Kevin Durant last night? Because every time, even though he was guarded by PJ Tucker, every time KD gets the ball in his spot, you almost seen a double team, triple team on him, or they were trying to push him around. Look, real fast TV. They were trying to push KD around to make sure he wouldn't get basically a perfect shot. Like KD didn't start to come on to like around almost the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth. But salute, James, much love, brother. Let me add this. So y'all can come up in here. Yeah, James, I want to talk about, did the Milwaukee Bucks apply the Jordan rules on KD last night? Because I know in this new day and age, you cannot play defense like the Detroit Pistons played last night. But it seems kind of similar to what they were trying to do. What Detroit did to Michael Jordan, they almost did the same thing to KD. Make sure he wouldn't get his spots. And if he did try to drive to the rim, he was kind of almost like getting fouled kind of hard. Because you don't see too many games where KD has a bad shooting night like that. You don't. Normally you see KD. Normally, if you see a big or small guy on Kevin Durant, he shoots over top of them or drives right past them. What up, James?
What's up, Luke, man? Salute to you in your chat room, baby. Chilling. Just making it on that 5 o'clock shift. I like cooking when I get to work that past time, talking with y'all. That time go by so fast, so as long as I can chop it up with some good people, some positive minded people, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, that's what's up. So what do you think, James? Did the Milwaukee Bucks apply those Detroit Pistons Jordan rules on KD last night?
That's hard to say, Luke, because I ain't really watched the game, but I just watched first of it going in and out the restaurant yesterday. But that just was off, man. 2 for 10 in the first half goes to show you. Then when he got his feet up under, you know what I mean? He scored them 23 points in the second half. It goes to show you nothing can bother him. He just was off. Having a slow start against a Milwaukee Bucks team that's defensive minded, that'll shake you up till you find out how to maneuver around that chessboard. But other than that, I wouldn't say that because if they tried to apply the Jordan rule, him and PJ Tucker went off, and then KD turned back around and jumped in that boy's face. So he wasn't scared of what they was doing to him. It's just that his shot wasn't falling, and Kyrie got to be more aggressive. Like if he know his shot not falling, I don't defer to fucking uh Bruce Brown because he cooking. You know, he helped y'all get back in the game, cut that big lead up. Superstars be great to take over at that moment. Y'all let him try to close the game for y'all instead of y'all doing it. So just little knickknacks here and there. Just the firepower too much anyway. So by them losing by three, having a bad first half, that's part of the game though. Milwaukee great defense made it hard for them, but a lot of those shots was open for what people were saying on Ticket Stream and other people's on LB Stream because LB did the game live. You know what I mean? So he did
Yeah,
a
I was
great
there
job.
last night.
Yeah, he did a great job of that. So that's the only thing that I had to go off. He wasn't saying if they was doing the Jordan rule or not. They was just missing shots. But like I said, great win by Milwaukee Bucks. I don't want to take nothing from them. You know what I mean? But I don't think Middleton and Giannis gonna be able to do that 4 out of 5, 4 out of 7 games. That's just me.
It's like a whole lot of things that Brooklyn been doing normally didn't. A whole lot of things Brooklyn normally been doing did not happen last night. Like you never, like I didn't see, I have not seen too many games. Joe Hurst was kind of off like that last night. 1 from 8 from three, 3 from 10, 2 for 10 from the field, and
Nah,
plus
but
normal.
listen, Lou, you have those bad games. You staying aggressive. You getting your shots up. You just not falling. Now listen, like I said, listen to how LB was doing wide open shots. I don't know in particular like which ones is wide open, who was taking them, but they had a couple of wide open shots they just was missing. You know what I mean? So more than none, they gonna make them more than miss them. So this is just the game they missed them. That's how I looked at that last night because we all know they have too much firepower for that team. Them slipping up this one game, losing by three, ain't gonna put me like like everybody else. Like you think this, you think that. Nah, they just miss shots. Milwaukee played great defense. They miss open shots, and it is what it is. All that has something to do with it. Then you ain't do a better job of stopping Giannis and Middleton because eventually they combined for almost 6 to 8 points. Hey man, come on, you can't give up 6 to 8 points and KD score 30 and Kyrie score 22. 68 to 52 against star power, you're gonna always lose that battle.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors that James Harden may be back game 4.
Listen, I wouldn't even much rush him back because let me tell you about a hamstring, bro. When I pulled my hamstring in semi-pro, it was on a Monday. I know I told this story before, but this is a true story. You can ask anybody that I played with out there. And I played Saturday, nigga, because I stayed off it. I did the right treatments. I couldn't run as hard and fast, but I gave something that I could, as far as I could still play. I knew how fast to go, not going half speed, but just playing the game in a small way. Fundamentally, got me through that game. Because if I had to go harder, if I had to run or push myself to be that great, knowing it was a team sport anyway, I was gonna fuck myself up for the long haul. The season had just started, man. It was like 3 games in, man. We still had like 7 more games to go plus playoffs. So with that being said, I did the right things. I stayed off for like a week, 6 days in that week. Like I said, Monday soon I got to practice. I was at cornerback, and the running back came out in the flat. And when that nigga like try to shake me off the line, soon I turned around and opened up to catch up with him. He was faster than me, so I had to turn around and open up because I know the routes that he was doing because I played quarterback and I read the play. You see what I'm saying? So by us going against the offense and I'm playing on defense at the time, when I turned to open up and try to because I know he was gonna run past me, I tried to get that little push off so quick and I heard that bitch Lou, that bitch popped on me, where I fell straight to the ground like I couldn't even get up. Like that bitch was man, that's a different pain, dog. I'm telling you. I had a groin, I had a fucking hamstring, I had a separated shoulder. Playing football, you're gonna get those injuries. So playing basketball, the non-contact sport, you doing more running in basketball than football. Because like I said, in football, you go to the huddle, you got timeouts, You got commercial breaks, but in basketball, is so when you get the ball in, it's back to running up and down the court. So you constantly moving on that hamstring. You got to get that shit time to heal, bro. Unless you're doing the right regimen.
Yeah, you're right on that, James. I had a whole lot of injury playing football myself.
Then you bigger than you say you 6'2", 225. We had a running back 6'2", 225, dog. This nigga was a beast, bro. I think it damn near had 2,000 yards every year.
I was 6'2", 225. I ain't no more.
This nigga, he wasn't fast. He, like I said, watching him taught me how to play the game smart. Preserve your energy, man. If you ain't got to run over a nigga, put that wear on tear on your body, shake a nigga out his shoes, get them extra yards. Don't always try to run over people, shit like that. Don't always try to play bullet ball. Fundamentals to save your career, man. Just being smart about it.
Like you said, man, James Harden don't need to be playing game 4. Like they still got enough to beat Milwaukee. Don't
They
rush.
do.
Like Jeff Green gonna be coming back, so that should be enough to beat Milwaukee game 4 and 5.
And then another thing I looked at too, Lou, foul trouble kept him out of rhythm. Like Blake Griffin got in foul trouble early. Bruce Brown had 3, 4 fouls, got in foul trouble to the point where it breaks your rhythm, it breaks your chemistry. Then you
I
already,
know,
then you already undermanned.
like I know they haven't been doing this, but I say play DeAndre Jordan, let him come in and be a goon. So Giannis do try to go to the rim, he just go ahead and foul him and put him on the line.
Listen, that's a good point, but that what made Phil Jackson so good. You think when he was playing Shaquille O'Neal, all them big ass centers in the East, that's what he had Luke Long and Bill Winnington and Scott Williams and shit like Cliff Livingston to take them extra fouls just to make it hard. Like Ticket saying with Pat Bear, but them niggas gonna foul out. Them niggas gonna be unplayable after a while. Cause small basketball players know how to get you in foul trouble, dog. You could be wild all you want, hack them up. I'm gonna get you in foul trouble.
And the referee got to start doing their job because Giannis spent like 13 seconds on the foul line. You ain't supposed to do that.
Man, is it like I say, bro? These playoff series are shaping up to be a damn. But you know the right teams is winning. Coaching plays a major part in why certain teams are down. It ain't too much of the players, because like I say, coach is the reason why you got wear and tear on your tires when you shouldn't even have it. So I'm not about to put wear and tear on my tires if I don't have to. That's just me, bro. I really learned how to play the game smart, but you had bigger and stronger competition. You had bigger, stronger, better players. So in my era, like I say, the Tyreek Hills, the Drew Brees is 6 feet. Them niggas wasn't gonna make it like that. He had 19 years. He came out around my era, but he was one of the fortunate, lucky ones. Tom Brady was 6'5". I'm just saying. Just look at the tall, big size people. Now you got all these midgets running around in every sport. Nate Robinson, Isaiah Thomas. You see what I'm saying? These dudes had a good career because you gave them a chance to prove what they can do. They can help bring revenue to the league, bro. You know how better the league would be if they just let everybody get an equal opportunity. But you got
Yeah,
these dudes can't get these equal opportunities, and you turning them back to the streets. That's what you want them to do, and they getting themselves caught up all kind of ways, bro. And that shit ain't right, bro. I see that shit from a mile away. I seen it happen to a lot of people in my city when they put their heroin in there. First it was crack, then it was heroin. These these players deserve better treatment than what they get from the league, knowing they making this league billions of dollars off me running up and down this motherfucker. Not you, me.
yeah. I remember this kid who played a little named Russ Smith. He like Russ Smith can get buckets like a madman. He can put like this man can probably average like 30 to 40 points a game. But the league did not really give him a chance to play. because they said he was too small.
You know what I was thinking about too, though, Lou? Look at the doctors and the medicine that they had here in our era compared to the medicine they got to get back on the court quicker. So you got all the right regimens, all the right stuff to keep your body up, but you ain't working on your game. And the people who had game, their body broke down because they ain't had a medical field these bum ass niggas got today. Just imagine if they had the medical field they got today compared to Bird, where he could have played an extra 5, 6 years for getting the right treatment to his back. But he let the game so much he didn't give himself time to rest. That just shows you how much killer it was, and it was all about winning. My team need me. If I'm 100, if I'm 55%, long as I ain't zero. If I'm 20%, long as I ain't zero. A D card is better than no card. Like it's just the ins and the outs. That's fundamentally sound because that's how you learn how to play the game. My coaches always told me it should hurt the engine. And then when I heard it on the program, like I tell you, they put that shit in movies. The program you niggas to see if you gonna do the right thing or the wrong thing. It's up to you to make the right decisions. And a lot of people been making bad decisions. I have in my time. So it's just time to fix the shit. Knowing they're giving us this platform to fix it. Don't use these platforms to spew bullshit all day just to get no fucking views and the clout chase off and niggas because you don't like what they views or their points or what they putting on their video. You know, if you want to do a debate, it's cool to debate. But you know, I don't be tripping off that. Me, man, nigga, I don't look on YouTube, blue nigga that made a video about me. I'm glad I can be a sister to help y'all get famous. That's how I look at it. Because it
Yeah,
ain't no
I just
competition. You can't get famous without no competition.
I just saw Tommy Brown do a great interview with Chris Jackson.
Boy, you seen that, huh? Man, say,
Yeah,
bro, that was a powerful ass interview. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, look how they blackballed them. Like, man, listen, it's deeper than us, bro. That's why all we got is us. Once we
yeah,
learn,
I heard that
go ahead,
part.
Lou.
I heard that part. Chris Jackson told about the last team he played on and how they lied to him and made him and tricked him believing that they won't resign him back, and they did him dirty, man. That was
But listen, the best part was after that though. He said, if I wouldn't have had no man to teach me how to stand on man values and morals in life, I'd have let them do that to me. But I was a man at the end of the day. I stood for something. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want up that money and they'll get their manhood away. They'll fuck over their family members just for a bag. That's why I be telling niggas, man, niggas sell out for that bag. Now that dude was cold. He had a long ass career ahead of him. But he chose his manhood over that fucking bag. And it ain't like he was hurt. That man made good money in that fucking league. That's why I always tell these dumb motherfuckers, how much money do you need? Everybody says about money. All right, how much you need to make the problem go away? Y'all getting all this money and the problem still here. So how much money do you need? You ain't get enough yet? Fuck, I don't know. That couldn't be me, dog. That's just point blank period, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah, that was kind of dirty how they tried to make him bend the knee over the anthem. Man, he did the right thing.
And listen, Colin Kaepernick did that shit in the 2000s. This man been doing that shit since the 90s. So the shit always been around. But they try to make the Colin Kaepernick shit so big like the shit never happened. It's the first time it happened. Nigga, Chris Jackson did the same fucking thing. Colin Kaepernick probably wasn't even born when that man did some shit like that. I'm just saying, dog. Man, this shit is
I feel
crazy.
you.
That's why
Um,
I love Chris Jackson, man. LSU till we die, nigga. Go Tigers, you heard me? All day, every day. They know what it's hit for.
yeah, he deserved to be in the LSU Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah.
To East Oakland.
Salute East Oakland. Salute everybody tuning in. You know, we trying to build these channels, man. We always be on everybody's channel cooking. We gonna always be on one to go off, another one come on. Let's just get that support up, man, and let's build from here, and then let's go from there. We gotta build from here and then go from there. If y'all hear that winning that, I'm on side the interstate at work. My bad.
Yeah. Also, make sure you take care of your health, man, because I had kind of had a health surge this week, man, and I did not know about it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I
Boy,
just Tuesday I went
I
to the
hope.
dentist. I went to the dentist to try to get the tooth pulled that was in pain. Dentist said I can't work on you, man. You got high blood pressure. So I went to the doctor, man. They said your blood pressure high. We're gonna give you some pills, monitor your blood pressure, and we're gonna have you seeing the doctor regular to get your blood pressure down. He said basically that didn't kind of save my life because if I didn't know I had high blood pressure like that, I would have got a stroke or had a heart attack.
Yeah, that's from all that salt and seasoning, different foods. Like, listen,
But here's the thing, James. I don't be having I don't put seasoning or salt on my food like that though. It must it must
yeah,
came it must came from stress and stuff like that.
man. My grandpa and my grandmother dealt with that. All the old people in my family dealt with that. I had to see them take them pills, 8, 9 pills. I'm like, man, but life is scary within itself, let alone trying to live in this motherfucker. Because, at one point in time, bro, I used to always sit there and reality used to hit me like, man, nigga gotta die at some point. Nigga out here living like you ain't even gotta die. So you out here living like you not about to go nowhere, or you gonna live forever, but you ain't leaving your kids nothing. So in reality, you leaving your kids back in the government hands. They're gonna have to rely on the state. They're gonna rely on the FEMA and this and that. When you supposed to do that shit and train up a child the way he should go, he should never depart from it. But that's why Chris Jackson said that. That's when they took the men out the house. That was their main goal, and they did a good job at that. Man, I'm still in mine, man. This can't take me away from mine. I love everything about my situation. If I had a chance to do it again, I'd just be smart. I'd do it the same way. I just would make stupid ass decisions because half of those times I could have prevented that because that's why they say go with your first mind. And all the times I should have went with my first mind, I didn't. That's why I got caught up.
Yeah.
Just listen to the old people in the neighborhood that try to teach you right from wrong, man, and we'll be all right. And don't listen to them. Listen to your kin folks that won't see you what happiness, won't see you smile every day. It ain't about no money with your kin folks. They pushed us away from family, trying to make it seem like family is our enemy. You know how many people be beefing? Family, I be watching on different YouTube pages, cousins beefing with each other, sisters. The dude slammed the door on his mama leg and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Why was a nigga calling his mama a bitch? Bruh, this shit is going crazy. Like, boy, if you had a dad in the house, nigga, you all 30 of your teeth would be gone. Cause I know mine would. Cause my dad and my grandpa ain't play that shit when it come to their wife. But now you ain't got that in the household. You got niggas just running wild reckless. I look at life totally different now, Lou. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm starting to cherish life more, and I help people as I go, and I'm seeing more blessings as I go. At first, it was just all about me. They had me blind thinking it was all about money. But then I started asking myself that question. I'm out here doing all this. I still ain't got nothing to show for it. I just paid a lawyer. I just bonded out of jail. All this shit I just did, I had to give it all back to the white folks. See what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
Yeah, I
like
feel you, James.
certain shit you just gotta just sit down and think about, man. Like I said, right from wrong, man. We sit here and contemplate on life a whole lot. But then when it's time to make those decisions, you still fuck around and make the wrong decision by pressing that panic button. Some people just not patient. Patience is the key though. Man, I ain't gonna lie though, Luke. I don't think it was playing Durant dirty. He just was off last night. And and like I say, dog, they just missed their shots. I ain't never know Kyrie to score 22 points and not be that aggressive. If you'd have been aggressive and scored 22 points, I'd be like, but you wasn't even much being aggressive because you was deferring to KD. When you seen KD had it cooking, you should have tried to join the party. That's the type of athlete I am. I'm not gonna be no Russell Westbrook type nigga, but when I see the double team coming and they trying to get the ball out your head, you got to make these 4 shots like you did. I'm cutting to the basket. I'm getting in that paint area.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see last night. I didn't see no cutting to the basket like that.
Yeah, they don't do no cutting to the basket.
I don't know if they was intimidated by Lopez or what. Like Lopez is not that intimidating. Like cut to the basket. If he fouls you, he fouls you. That's it.
Listen, to me, instead of Bruce Brown taking that last shot, that should have been Kyrie. Because they ran with KD. You feel what I'm saying? When they ran with
But
KD, somebody should have been cut with that nigga for him to get that shot.
really, Bruce Brown had Joe Harris wide open in the corner.
That's what I'm saying too. If that was Kyrie, he could have made that play. See, Bruce Brown, he was already cooking. So he felt like, if I win this game, shit, they gonna talk about me. Sometimes you gotta know how to scale back, man. I did my job. I helped us get back in the game. Hey, bro, I'm talking to them niggas myself. Hey, bro, y'all gonna help me close this bitch or what? I know y'all
Cause,
off a little bit, but still stay aggressive, man. Come on, let's go. Like,
cause
I don't know.
I saw KD and Kyrie talking to Bruce Brown after the game. I
Cause
think
listen, the last 5 shots he shot, he missed it, Lou. He wasn't supposed to take those 5 shots. To me, like, I'm on the real. He wasn't supposed to take that, especially that last one. Cause Kyrie right there trailing you, coming to the paint with you. Bounce past that shit behind your back to him, or flick that shit behind your back and one that shit. Kyrie get the deuce and y'all back up by 1. If there was only a 1-point lead at that point, it wasn't a 3-point lead. Bruce Brown just pressed the panic button and threw that shit so hard off the glass. Man, come on, bro. Make him foul you in that play. Pump fake, he gonna jump on you and you go up under him. Like, that was Kyrie. I'm telling you, that would have been 2 free throws. That's what I'm saying. Don't let him be in those type situations, Lou.
Kyrie knows how to make a shot on the glass like that too. It would have been an and one.
Thank you. Exactly. He used to those moments. That's pressure moments. Pressure moments be for pressure players. I don't give a fuck if they deny you or not. Great ones ain't gonna let you get denied of the ball, man. They gonna find a way to get that bitch. They denied Jordan the ball against Cleveland. He still got that bitch and hit the game winner. I won't hear that shit. Jordan had to run to the sideline, fake back, then go back. All that faking that nigga did just to get the ball.
And plus, they talk about how KD missed that 3-point shot. At least he attempted that 3-point shot, unlike Kawhi did the other night.
You talking about that air ball?
No, I'm talking about, okay, it was like 1.7, 1.2 left to go in the game. KD, they gave KD to take a 3-point shot to tie the game up. He missed it. And you remember in that Utah game, Kawhi, in game 1, Kawhi, instead of trying to attempt the 3-point shot to tie the game up, he passed the ball to Morris.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying right there. You know you gotta still get the shot off. So your clutch player's supposed to take that shot. KD knows even if I had enough time to pass it, I'm gonna take this bitch and live with the results. And I'm not mad at it. Now watch how KD and how aggressive he be game 4 to try to put them bitches away. Just because he had that slow start. That's what Killer's supposed to do though. I'm watching him very close coming out in game 4. Is he gonna have a high start because of the slow start and how he missed that last shot after he did get it going? No. It would have been different if he would have been cold that whole game and hit the game winner. Now that would have been fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Then niggas still to try to find a way to kill a man. But he was off the whole game. That was lucky. That was lucky. Y'all did it to LeBron. When LeBron did it against Golden State, you know how niggas do. They try to debunk your argument with an old ass argument and all that. I don't be liking that shit, bro.
I can see KD coming back and having a great game because the last time he struggled like that was against the Clippers when Pat Bev was guarding him, and Pat Bev was doing all that talking, pushing him around, all that. And they interviewed KD talking about, I'm Kevin Durant. Yeah, don't forget, I'm Kevin Durant. He kept on saying, I'm Kevin Durant. He came back and put up 42 against the Clippers. I would not be surprised if he come back and put up 42 against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, but listen, that's what I'm saying. The difference between a killer and a dude like Kawhi. And I'm not saying Kawhi not no killer, but his knees won't allow him to be that aggressive. So when with that being said, we cannot ignore the fact that that's part of the problem. And we always get on these shows and we try to, pump this dude up and give him all this onus when he can't do it no more, man. He just can't. He picked his spots to do it, and that's why he got Paul George to help him. But Pandemic P ain't been doing a good job. So, they reaping what they sow. You done gave up young legs for this nigga and future draft picks for no telling when. So how the fuck you supposed to shake back from that? You just gotta pray this nigga come out that slump he in. Cause listen, you can't sit here and tell me if if Randy Jackson gave you 29, Paul George gave you 27, 10 and 6. And Kawhi had 21, any other team they don't beat them. They blowing them out. That's a blowout sound like to me with ease. At least a 10-point win, and they don't have to work as hard. But by Utah being a team oriented, I'm talking about they fundamentally sound. And they missing their flow general. And nobody ain't yet to talk about that. Now, everybody talking about Pat Bev hacking up Donovan. How you gonna hack up Conley? So when Conley come back and they put him in the mix, then what?
Then you gotta worry about him getting off from free.
Man, listen.
You gotta worry about him managing the game. So now you can play Donovan Mitchell off the ball where you don't have to handle the ball.
Facts, and that's gonna make him more dangerous. Now listen to this. This is what I saw last night. I watched that game, bro. I watched the replay and I watched the highlights. And my brother Ticket said you gotta double it. Pat Bell was on him when they tried to do the little double and do the hard hedge. Donovan still split that shit. Then he said, now, this the whole part that I was trying to get him to understand. You got your starting five out there tripling this nigga. Pat Bev ain't on the floor when they tripled that dude, and he still found Rudy Gobert under the basketball goal open dunk. Then you come back and say they got to do the same thing. I'm telling you how that's going to work when the man coefficient is vicious. So now they got him on the opposite wing. They trapped this nigga again. He found Bogdanovich way on the other wing. Crispy pass cross the court. Defense slow at rotation. Pump fake slide over. There, I'm talking about dagger. Nail that bitch. Man, if you double that dude, bro, you better just pray they off. Because there's a third-ranked offense, top shooting three-point team, top 5 defense for a reason, bro. And I'm like I said, I'm rolling with my young high-handers. I picked the Clippers because of experience. But listen, man, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping at all. I know what I see. I'm using my eyes, what I was learning to use. I'm looking. I ain't using no analytics and all that, what's supposed to be done. If he don't, man, the coaching is shit water. This is another thing. Unless you got a killer like Jordan, Hakeem, Magic, Bird, somebody like that, Kobe, you can't overcome bad coaching every playoff round, my nigga. Because every playoff round it get harder and harder. It do, right? It get harder and harder.
Now, if you got Mike Conley and you got to put on call, you got to worry about Donovan cutting to the basket, getting easy and dunks.
Listen, I saw another play. They try to trap that boy. He said, make Joe Ingles beat you. Make Joe Ingles score 40. Joe Ingles pump fake that bitch, drove to the lane, and you can Rudy Gobert. He don't have to take that shot. He can still put pressure on the defense by playing fundamentally sound and making them rotate again by driving that bitch to the basket. Now, once Rudy Gobert, man, come over him, like I said, easy live to the 7-footer. It's fundamental basketball, man. And not long, Fluke ain't a good coach to make no adjustments, as you can see.
I tell you this, Tyler got played because he can't keep the playing like 5 to 10 minutes and sit him on the bench all game. Really go back to playing. He can stretch the floor for the Clippers, and he can battle down low too. I don't know what Tyler Lue's thinking right now. It's really hurting the team right now. Like you can't keep on having surge like that when you down 2-0. You have to battle back to get to the next third. Because Phoenix ain't gonna take it easy on.
Lou, let me tell you something. Utah is a fundamentally sound team. Then if you get past them and you got to play 7 games again, that's where your ties again. Now let me tell you the difference. You got to go against another young team at Phoenix. Who's gonna run your ass out the gym? You can't keep trying to run with these young players and playing with your food. Like I said, bro, I don't feel sorry for none of them. You play with your food around me, I'm taking it. Especially if I'm home. What you say, Lou? Lou, you there? Sound like your mic messing up. I can't hear nothing. It's my mic messing up. I don't know. I can't see the chat.
James, you heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Go ahead, James. My internet went out for a minute.
Oh, you good? No, I was just saying though, like you can't keep playing with your food, and I don't like how Ty Lue managing this team. You have enough bodies to wear him down, but for some reason you're not doing it. But then again, like you don't want this team to get no confidence, and like I said, they missing their stove, their flow general, the nigga that can really get everybody in tune because he know how to do that. Playing with Memphis Grizzlies, having playoff experience too. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to see him and Rondo battered out by them being veterans at that position the way they are. But seem like I can't get that because Ty Lue don't know the rotations to put in that bitch. And we got to keep killing Sheetrock. We got to keep killing Pat Bev. We got to keep killing all these people. And Paul George, when you're not putting the right rotations out there to keep the men fresh and healthy. Because I do think Pat Bev can come in there and exert all that energy and make them work. Yeah, that's true. But can he play clean doing it? He'll foul out. Then what you gonna do? You get a couple of fouls, boom. And I done seen him piss like great players off, and he came back and cooked his ass. Like you could be a pest all you want, they ain't gonna do nothing but make me cook your ass more. You know what I mean? Like you keep trying to pester nigga, you ain't. I ain't about to let that shit go down like that on my watch. I'm about to drop these 50 on your motherfucking ass and drop and give me 50.
Yeah, I heard you on that.
What's up? No, I'm right here. So who we got tonight, Lou?
Phoenix and Denver and Philadelphia and Atlanta.
All right, hold on right quick. Hold tight for about 5 seconds.
All right. If y'all in here, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so we can get the notification when I go live. If y'all want to hop on the panel, the link is in the chat room. Thanks, thanks y'all for coming back and supporting your boy.
Yeah, hello.
Y'all heard James.
So who we got? Philly and who else?
Um, Denver and Phoenix.
Bro, Denver looking shaky. And this is one thing I don't like, bro. Mike Malone, it could be a good thing you blasting your team the way you did, saying they quit. Because the Joker snapped back and said, we ain't quit. I know I didn't. Or, you know what I mean? It could be something else. Now, let's see how they play it and how they respond after you calling them quitters. Because I know one thing. After doing something like that, certain teams will quit on you. That's why you got to pick your shit and watch how you say it in certain situations. By this being the playoffs, it's like you don't believe in your team. Now, I understand you adding feet to the fire, but listen, but like I said, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. It's all how you take it. My coach personally, he calling names because I ain't gonna lie to you. If it weren't for Michael Porter having that little back injury, I think they probably still would have lost, but they'd have had a better shot. But like I told people, that's a one-dimensional ass offense. It's Joker or bust. You see what I'm saying? What Joker had like 24 points? Shit, you shut him down, you gonna win. I don't give a fuck about everybody else. Just keep that nigga from going off.
My court's not 100%. He's trying out there. He,
No, I applaud the coverage though, Lou. But listen, help come first, man. Especially when you that young, you got a long. Look how long MB sit out. He didn't give a fuck what a nigga was talking about him. Nigga still was getting paid, but he got his body right. He was able to put up MVP numbers and performances. And before that, nigga wasn't looking at him as that. Nigga was looking at him as soft being a quitter, quitting on his team, but not look at him. He got his body right. Like I say, you're gonna get criticism doing whatever you have to do to get your body right. But do what's best for you, man, because criticism gonna come with everything you do. I'm doing what's best for me. You see what they did Kawhi? Oh, he quit on the Spurs. Doctor gave him two X-rays, and both of them saying different shit. I'm like, man, look at that. They just want you to run up and down there and get that money because they know they like to hear Kawhi. Everybody a fan of the club. If you have a fan base in the league, oh, you better get your ass about that. I ain't about no injury. I told my grandpa that. He said, man, he said, you always want to train and woo, woo, woo. I said, but I know how to take care of my body. I ain't going to go hard at it, but, it was something. Well, he was trying to tell me, he said, that's not good for you. That's not your growth. And nigga, I'm still 5. I used to be in that bitch every day, nigga. Shit, yanking them bitch. Dang, squat, push, jerk, all that shit. Nigga, I'm like, I thought I was fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just know one thing. Tobias Harris, they got enough to beat Atlanta, but the only thing I like about Atlanta, they're a good home team. They play very well at home and they know how to feed off their crowd. So that could be a bad sign for Philadelphia, knowing you gave that game up at home. So hey, and then you don't want Atlanta smell blood, bro. They know they can beat y'all. That's another thing. They got a head coach. Doc known for blowing 3-1 leads. So his coaching is suspect as it is. Hey, let me
I
ask you a
see Trey
question.
Young going off like 45 points.
Let me ask you a question, Lou. If the Clippers flame out in the second round,
Go ahead.
If the Clippers can flame out in the second round, if they even get to the Western Conference and flame out, but don't get to the finals, how would you look at that? Like, y'all got rid of Doc Rivers. I know y'all got to the Western Conference Finals, but I'm looking at if they flame out in the second round the most. If they flame out in the second round the most against the number one team, which the better team should win, that's why they're number one or whatever. People don't want to look at that in hindsight, but I do. You dig? I watch how they was kicking niggas' asses and shit and taking names. But if they flame out again, how you gonna blame that on the coach? Because both coaches flamed out. And now at some point we got to start blaming the players, right?
I would look at that like I would look at.
You all right, Luke, boy? You keep falling in and out, boy. Salute to the chat room, man. I can't see y'all, but you know, much love to all y'all. You know, it's up there on this good old Friday. Going into the 4th of July, y'all be safe, get them fireworks, fire with your kids, and enjoy the extravaganza, festivities. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfucking scam like numbers keep popping up.
This damn thing, boy. Um, James must have left. James in here and hit that. If you see the link, hit it, man. So I don't know what happened to him. If y'all see me and hear me, hit one. What he is about this area right here, boy. Jane probably left to go somewhere else, to another live room. I don't know why my live room messing up like this. I don't know why. Every time I get to some area, some reason my live room start messing up. I don't know with the internet area right here or what. Um, I want to thank James, Real Fat TV, East Oakland, 90 Mac, and everybody else who came back to support me. Um, Other than that, I want to comment on tonight's game. I believe that Atlanta will beat Philadelphia. Atlanta will beat Philadelphia at home because, like James said, that home court advantage is crazy and sick. I believe Trae Young gonna have a big game, and Atlanta gonna probably end up winning that game at least by six points. And for the Denver and Phoenix game, I believe Phoenix going with Michael Porter hurting so bad, and Denver basically not losing their courage, and coach, even though that coach did call him out once again, I believe Chris Paul in that Phoenix Suns offense too much for gonna be too much for the Denver Nuggets, and I can see the Phoenix taking a 3-0 lead against the Nuggets. So game one I got Atlanta, game two I got Phoenix. Other than that, I want to say thank y'all for supporting me so far and coming by, and hit that like button if you like my content. Hit that subscribe button so you can get the notification when I go live. Other than that, thank y'all for coming by, and peace out.